Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the show. My name is Joe Oriani, and I am your host for this podcast or show or intervention, if you'd like. If you want to reach me, it's at Joe Oriani Podcast at yahoo.com. If you want to leave a voice message, it's at www.truthchat.fun, and I return all messages. If you're interested in discussing something other than abortion, I'll be happy to oblige. And the reason I don't discuss abortion is I'm not a female. So, and we work it out from there. Okay. So this week, I'm going to go through the lowest countries first. I gotta give me a chair. This week, I want to go through the lowest countries first that I have. Usually I do the top ones. Today, we're going to do the lowest ones. There we go. Singapore, Czech Republic, Dominican Republic. I've been there. I like that place. Denmark, Belgium, Japan. Oh, I love Japan. Portugal, Finland, South Africa, India, Switzerland, Hungary, and Mexico. And you know what, guys and girls, if you are watching and you enjoy this, please, please, please get your friends to click onto my YouTube channel, which is Joe Oriani Podcast, Oriani, and we could take it from there. Now, I thought this week would be kind of crazy, and it turned out to get really nasty. American politics is really nasty. I don't care who they are. But you know what they say, can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. But between the two candidates, I don't particularly like the way either one of them are talking. So anyway, and then of course Kamala Harris last night appeared on Saturday Night Live. That's a good backup job for her if she loses. You know, and Donald, please stop with the name calling. Please, 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 please. You got 3 more days. And then I put something on Facebook today, my personal Facebook, that no matter who wins or who loses, we need to pray for this country because the next 4 years are going to be unadulterated hell. If Donald wins, they'll be going after him for every little bitty thing. Congress has nothing else to do, and so will the courts. If Kamala wins, I'm afraid for the country won't survive. So, I don't know what to do. Anyway, this week started off with Joe Biden. Kamala Harris is giving a little thing outside the White House. He's having the people there, a nice little rally. And what does Joe Biden say on a Zoom call? Because he didn't get invited. He called Trump supporters trash, garbage. I'm sorry. Let's get the words right, Joe. He called them garbage. Now, that's how he feels. That's how he truly feels. But 50% of the country is not garbage. You want them votes, you can't insult these people. Though I admit Donald Trump insults a lot of people. But he's the president, still the president of the United States, whether he knows it or not, or anybody else knows it or not. So he needs to actually go ahead and stop. Stop doing that stuff. Now, the White House, it's against the law for the White House to change the words. They tried to put an apostrophe in there, and it's not good. Not good. So please stop with the nasty politics. Oh, and speaking of nasty politics, it was yesterday that Joe Biden was out on a trail and he turned around and he told everybody Donald Trump needs a smack on the ass. Are you trying to throw her under the bus, Joe? Because you're doing a good job. You're better off. You're helping Trump out. So I don't know whose side you're on. You sit in that little office surrounded by your wife, who is the president of the country. So, other countries, I really have to start studying how other countries handle politics because it's absolutely crazy how they do this. But who knows? Now, the polls, according to what I'm told, they're very tight. You don't know what to believe. I told you the last time when the pollster calls, I lie. This is none of the damn business who I'm voting for. My friend, who I told you last week I bowl with, he's still in a really bad, grumpy mood, and we're not allowed to talk about anything. So I did ask him the other day. I said, you know what? Why do you come bowling? Because I knew he was mad at me for being a Trump supporter. He said to get my score up. I said, I've been coming to this bowling alley for 18 years. I come there to make friends, socialize, and win, of course. Well, that's you. All you do is walk around all day. Well, yeah, I walk around and try to find cakes on people's tables so I can eat them. We're a diabetic. You should be sitting still. No, 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 I don't want to sit still. Who cares? Unbelievable. And speaking of unbelievable, let's skip over for a minute to Ukraine. They're in deep trouble because the winter's coming. Most people against Russia in the winter come is in trouble. Hitler, I don't know when he invaded Russia, did he think about having lots of coats and jackets and all kinds of stuff hanging around? No. I mean, they were hardly dressed. They all froze to death. And did you know that 2 in 5 Americans haven't made a new friend in over a year? And that Democrats will not sleep with Republicans. How stupid is that? If you love the person you're with, what do you care about their political views? Like I said, I do have to check on the other people in other countries because it's absolutely crazy. Anyway, that's how it is. These people are all crazy. They're all on drugs. They're all something. And of course, Trump team unlashes on Harris for living out her walk fantasy in Saturday Night Live. Like I said, that'd be a good backup job for her if she needs one. And hopefully she does. Even Ron DeSantis, the governor here in Florida, said Harris is way too liberal to be president. So I don't know what's happening, people. And of course, the Democratic governor in New York, she targets half the Americans with a barrage of labels. Do not label me. I'm an individual. I do what I like, when I like, how I like. I am neither conservative, Republican, liberal, nutcases, whatever it may be. I am what I am at the moment. I can change. I'm subject to that. And I change on my own. I don't need no influence. Absolutely none. I can make up my own mind what I want to be and what I want to do. So, and all this mail-in ballots we have here. All these mail-in ballots. That's quite a bit. I don't do mail-in ballots. I'm old-fashioned. Call me old-fashioned. But I'd rather go to a poll on Tuesday and do it. And then Piers Morgan from United Kingdom says Trump's win could be the biggest comeback in political history. Former New York Times reporter is voting for Trump. But then I have to wonder who isn't. And because speaking of New York and the governor, social media mourns Peanut the squirrel. This guy had a pet squirrel and a pet raccoon. I guess it was against the law. He had them trained, but they came in, invaded his house like he was a terrorist, he said. And they got rid of the squirrel and they got rid of the raccoon. Put him to rest. Millions of people are not happy. So, and of course, let's go back to the Middle East here. U.S. bombers arrive in Middle East as concerns of Iranian attack on Israel. Do you know what? Um, Trump actually went to Michigan, talked to the Arabs, Arab Americans. It surprised me because he wants Israel to win. So I don't know exactly what the deal is with that, but they do not like Kamala. And if Israel keeps killing all these Hezbollah commanders, there ain't gonna be nobody left to run it. And of course, Vice President Harris has yet to do a formal press conference. Conference? a formal press conference since emerging as Democratic nominee. Now, I'm reading you these headlines, and I'm sitting there thinking to myself, if I was from another country, I would definitely say, you Yanks are nuts. You Americans are crazy. You Americans don't have the freedom that you brag you have. Because I get shut down at any moment. Will I? I doubt I don't have enough followers to shut me down. But they have been known to do stranger things. So, and then of course, Walz, the vice president nominee, calls Trump a dictator who wants to overturn the Constitution. Yeah. It's all these headlines. Can we have some fun? Like, let's all get along, as they say. Man, I don't think so. And of course, that New York Attorney General Lita James, who went after Donald Trump, filed a predatory lawsuit over plastic pollution from the soda companies. No, she lost that one too. No, anyway, moving on. And it says here in the New York Post that Trump is leading Harris in every swing state new poll. Now, I know this week I'm just reading off the headlines because there are a lot of them. Telling you where I'm getting from, you should go look at them. Remember what I tell you. Don't believe everything I tell you. I wouldn't believe anything I tell me. You never believe anything you hear and only half of what you see. So remember that. Now, New York's got a lot of problems. Yes, sure. Trump says Kamala Harris wins. How does it say? Trump says if Kamala Harris wins, U.S. 3 days away from depression. Joe Biden is Herbert Hoover. I can believe that. He wants to take from the rich to give to the poor. Why don't you give everybody? You give them all the illegals money. Hey, honey, send it this way. And then, not like during the pandemic or COVID, where I got a couple $1,000 and I had to go through hell and high water to keep it because I got laid off from my job. I had a hearing and everything else. They thought I was ripping them off. I didn't ask for it. You sent it. Oh, Lord. All this stuff I read. Poor squirrel, look at the picture of it. 5-hour raid in which he was treated like a terrorist by state officials. Yep, that's New York. And some nutty case mother threw her kids in a cell phone in Niagara Falls and suffered from postpartum depression. Do all the other countries have these problems, or they just don't post them? Nothing. So we don't see them. I don't see hardly any of them. Maybe I should do a little bit more research next week. Well, especially with the election over, I'm gonna have to find things to talk about. What's going on? Switzerland, England, Germany, France, South Africa, New Zealand, all the places I will be looking to see how good they are. And I will not spare anybody. I will just tell you the truth. So anyway, now I want to say this because I'm almost at the end of this. If for any reason you disagree with anything I say, please let me know. I cannot. Oh, I can. I can sit every week and say what the hell I want. Doesn't bother me. But I'd like to get some feedback, please. I mean, my clicks are down this week, and yet last week I thought that was one of my better podcasts. Removing the hate. Because especially in this country, because all we do is hate our neighbors. We hate each other. Now, Christmas is coming down the road. I'll be gone sometime in November for 2 weeks to Panama Canal and fun. But I'd like to go on vacation and at least, not worry about the country going to hell in a handbasket, though I think it's there already. So again, like if Donald Trump wins, the Democrats will be throwing lawsuits and crying all unfair things. And if the Democrats win, it's going to be the same thing. There's going to be no middle ground. You think you hate your neighbor now? He's going to hate you more depending on who you vote for. Now, I know you don't have to tell anybody who you vote for. It's none of their damn business. But could be a pleasure. I enjoy talking politics with somebody. Whether I agree with them or not. Let's chat. You like your side, I like my side. You bring the facts, I'll bring the facts. It's simple. And at the end of the day, we stop and say, have a good day, let's go to dinner, go have a drink or something. But not in this country anymore. Those happy days are gone. Politicians all lie. We know that. I don't give a Donald Trump or Kamala Harris, Joe Biden, John F. Kennedy wouldn't even be good for these days. So people, please, please, please get your act together. And I can say that every week. And I know I'm just blowing smoke because now I will be back again next Sunday. I'm not going to come on the week and say, ha ha, so-and-so lost, ha ha, so-and-so won. No, because the fallout, we ain't going to know until Thursday. And I remember when I was younger, when we voted, paper ballots. One day voting, we had the results the same night. We knew 7, 8 o'clock at night from each state who won, who lost. Now, with this modernized technology and computer, it takes them forever. You figure Pennsylvania won't be done until Thursday, maybe, if you're lucky. Somewhere in Michigan, a few others. If people can't count. Even Florida will get it done in one day now. I don't know what new system they have, but it's the same thing. You put it in a computer, the computer scans it, it should tally it up. You pull out the stuff at the end of the night, send it to the headquarters, wherever it's got to go, and they figure out the rest. But no, there'd be a recount on every damn state. Oh no, I only lost by 2,000 votes. Well, you know what? If you won by 2,000 votes, you'd be quiet. If you lost by 2,000 votes, I understand. But you should have got your supporters more involved. So anyway, with all that, I have to say adieu. Because I am so not looking forward to Tuesday. In one way I am, because I'm a political junkie. In another way, I'm not. So anyway, everybody have a nice day. And don't forget, if you're not laughing, you're not living. Okay. There is something that I forgot, and I forgot to mention it, and I want to add this on. Joe Biden, the other day at the Halloween party, was having kids for dinner. And a disgusting, perverted old man was taking his kid's foot and putting it in his mouth, sucking on the kid's feet and the kid's toes. I was a parent, I probably would have slapped him. The other child walks up, and I guess he was dressed like a chicken. Joe Biden started biting his leg. Now, if people think that's normal, God help us all. So, everybody, have a nice day, people.
Just happened. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. This is not a Christmas. This is not a Christmas song. My neighbors compete to see who can put up more blinding lights. The kids all wish away the month 'cause they want just a boy. Christmas brought so much joy. Couldn't wait for the presents and laughter. I couldn't sleep late at night, looking for Santa with lights. Those are the memories I still remember.